Hey, good evening. It's Monday night. Every Monday night we do our review show, and tonight is Power Book 2 Ghost, Season 2, Episode 6 review show. We have Dwayne and myself here tonight. Um, very interesting day. It's been a long day, so just don't mind me and Dwayne's energy. We need some energy from the chat today. Good evening, Nicole. We need you guys to kind of get us through the show. It's been a long day, and it's been one of those days that you're just really thankful for family and friends. Well, episode six. Episode six came back with a bang. A lot of different storylines, a lot of clarity. Showed a dinner with the Tejadas where Lorenzo Tejada was setting the table, basically explaining his vision for the family and what he thought was best for the family in the direction that they need to go. Um, as a man that's been away for 10 years, he wants to go back to his throne and be the leader of his family, which is understandable. Tariq, as we see, Tariq got out of jail. Tariq got out of jail basically due to Tate having a connection with a different judge, an appellate judge. It was like an appellate appeal bail, which is interesting because he got an ankle monitor on $1 million bail, which is a 10%, which is 100,000, and it's with a cop murder. So if y'all believe that, y'all believe it. If you don't, you don't. We understand that power in any show that we watch TV is just a
Just a show.
simulation of reality.
Yeah, it's entertainment, man.
Um,
And listen, I'm gonna say right now, man, it was my favorite episode of this season. Um, I was shocked that it was so good. To be honest, I like the whole Lorenzo being home and the angle of how that all works out. Um, the dilemma that Monet finds herself in because she loved that first dude too. Like probably more than she loved Lorenzo, honestly. But just trying to make sure that she taking care of Zeke and all that stuff is interesting. You see now that Tariq knows he needs to be with Effie. He needs to start building his team for real, for real. We all know this had to be the team from day one. Him
hmm
Braden and Effie, and Effie schooled him to some game. Like he needed to hear it from her. Like her telling him, like, you gotta, if you want Brayton to be really 100% down for you, behind you, you gotta start being honest with him.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he started giving Brayton a little bit more. As you said about Tate, as we all know, his power book is gonna be influence, and now you're seeing how he uses his influence. Tariq used him and his influence to get him, out of jail on bail. And so now Tariq is getting Tate the dirt he need on the dude Sweeney, and you see that's the setup for the next power book. So
Yeah.
it's good that the way they did it, that force is gonna come out first and then influence. So yeah, I loved it. I loved the whole episode, man. Like I could nitpick on certain things, but for the most part, I was really into this episode.
It's a couple things that I seen in the episode. Like I said, like you said, we could nitpick. I think some of the funny thing is when Lorenzo seen um Drew, not Drew, uh yeah, I forgot the boy's name. When they came in the party.
Everett, when
When he
Everett
see
came in
Everett and
there
them
with
coming to
Zeke,
party, he was like, nah, ain't nobody invite you. Which was interesting because these people were in your home. And
mhm,
usually if you shouldn't have to pat search people in your home, but I guess that's just more to the storyline.
especially your quote
Um,
unquote nephew.
yeah, and I would think that Monet would have sent him pictures before so he would know who Zeke is, and also because he's a big time basketball player. So I thought that dynamic was unique, um, because at the end of the day, he's a major player in the show, and you could tell that if his emotions or feelings is tilted a little bit, he may change the direction or what he can go to. He can go. He could actually go to the NBA, get his money, and never be back on power, and it wouldn't seem far fetched, based
Right.
off finding out who's his real father, based off finding out his aunt. is his mother. So it's not like Zeke character has to end bad or even has to be in the show, which is interesting.
It is interesting.
I love the episode as well. I thought it was really good. We'll do our ratings later, and I just thought it was a good show. I thought they came back with a bang. I think they clarified the storylines a little bit better, sped them up. I still and I know it goes into the previews a little bit, Dwayne. I don't know why they bringing Tamika back. Like my whole thing about her is that first of all, her character is aggravating, and she is a lawyer. She's not a prosecutor anymore. Sax is a
Mhm.
lawyer. So like y'all gunning for Tariq, y'all lose y'all law license technically, and it's like y'all still coming from a perspective of a prosecutor, and
Right.
like even McLean got to get staying on Sax. Like yo,
Yeah, you
you
ain't
got
in
to
that
stay
role no more.
focused. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to stay focused.
We work for this young man now, you know. But Sax still got that old mindset, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, so
But
I think it's interesting. I think Diana's role is the little, like her wanting to go to Stansfield instead of St. John's. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do with Diana, but basically Tariq done let it be known, like to Effie definitely, like you and Braden is all I got, and
mhm.
they apparently they must have had relations again. They cut the scene, but like, what role is Diana gonna play in it? I do see some things going on with the Tejadas. I do think Lorenzo is doing an excellent job with
Yeah,
with Drew. I think that yeah,
yeah,
Monet is gonna probably get somebody killed
yeah. She
or
is.
somebody in her family. You could definitely see it coming. I
You could
think
see
that
Drew getting. You could see Drew getting taken out on some he wasn't supposed to, but something happens. You
yeah,
know.
I can see,
Um.
but I like that Lorenzo sees that Drew out of all his kids is a more level headed for the business, so to
Yeah.
say. Because as much as we like Kane, and Kane does go too far. You know what I mean? He does stuff where it just always turns out wrong.
Listen, Kane and Diana got the same problem. They both trying to move too fast. They're trying to move too fast. Like Diana, you better slow down or you're gonna get yoked up around your throat again by your mother. Like, you know what I mean? Monet was serious when she yoked up around her throat, man. So
Something else we discussed, Dwayne, and I want to talk about it on camera. Mary J's acting. I know we have been harsh critics on Mary J's acting, and I realized what it was yesterday when we were on the phone. You basically was like her acting is better when they don't try to put her in these stereotypical urban roles. When she's just being able to be Monet, show emotion, her acting seems more authentic. But when she speaks from the urban world, I guess it just seems very forced and not authentic.
agreed. When she trying to act all hood, it just don't flow right. But don't get it twisted. MJB is a good actress, man. Watch Mudbound. That's all you need to do. See her in that. Um, Kane and his father. That's gonna be interesting because you know they even had a little bit back and forth when Kane told him like, you know, I'm the connect.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? So I'm interested to see how that goes. I'm interested to see like Drew is a very complex character, man. It's like he knows what the family business is, but he don't even really want to be a part of the family business. He just want to be up under every, you know?
I'm gonna ask you a question about Mecca. Mecca made a statement about to Monet about Lorenzo talking about he ain't do nothing for you but be a drug dealer. What are you? Like, what are you? My whole thing about Mecca is that you say you love Monet and you want to be a family to like he said, give our family a shot with Zeke or whatever. I could understand the dynamic, but so far from what we see, the way he makes his money is being a drug dealer. So he came back into Monet's life as a drug dealer to try to swoo her away from
Right.
another drug dealer, but promised her a life without being around drugs. I guess he feels as though he's gonna shade her from the lifestyle.
You know how that is, man. He got that. He was playing New Edition. You know what I mean?
He had the
He
old. Was that the old IROC?
had the old I Rock. You know what I mean? Playing the New Edition. And, you know, he got Avant in his head. My first love. You know that joke could talk about long as I live. You will be
I'm
my
gonna I'm gonna show you
first
some. I'm gonna
love
show you something. I
and
want
my
to ask you.
only love. You know,
I'm
they
gonna
on
ask you
some
something.
Avant stuff.
I'm gonna show something on the screen. And I'm gonna ask you something.
You could ask me anything, man.
You think you could get your hands on your father's photo album from college? Something in there might be able to help me with my case. Y'all all I got. So with that being said, Effie will be handling transportation and re-ups.
Yeah, Monet probably had enough of me. Effie's the perfect solution.
I usually am.
Right. And you, I just need you to cover meals with Bash and, handle the tutors and course correct.
We need to shut down the Stansfield operation till this whole little murder frenzy y'all got going on dies down.
Facts.
That is true.
Bet. All right, I'm out.
Be safe, bro.
Yeah, later. Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, if you like that.
I
When
want
he
to ask
said
you a question
Bonnie and
about that.
Clyde.
Due to the Copyright Act disclaimer of Section 107 Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for such purposes as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. That's what I'm using the Copyright Act to use that clip. I want to ask you a question because I posted this on the YouTube page. I think that's the best scene from Power Book 2 in 2 seasons.
Listen, it's what we've been waiting for. Like he's building his squad, man, and he letting them know what role they gonna be playing in it. And Effie like it, man. She smiled when Braden called them Bonnie and Clyde. You know,
I think that one of the things that I think with them never talking about Effie's background, I think that Effie probably didn't have the family because basically she hustled to get through school to pay for herself to go to
Mhm.
school. I think that she's missed the family aspect, so that's probably what she craves. I don't know. They didn't go into much depth of her character. I just assume this is the case because she does like get excited from the sense of belonging. Braden's situation is more. Oh
Braden's.
no, I keep calling him Brandon because I got two friends
Me
named
too.
Brandon.
I keep messing it up.
Braden's situation is more. He was the rich kid. He wants to do something and prove to himself that he's not an f up outside of doing stuff that his family does. And I think that
Absolutely.
their little team that they got is very interesting and they're easy to root for. I mean, their character development in the season and a half so far with those three is very easy to root for. How do you see Carrie's dad
I think you mean
story?
Professor. I think you mean
Oh,
Professor Melgrave.
I think Professor Melgrave, based off of what we've been hearing about the character, I don't think it serves a purpose anymore. I think that one of the things they did in the first season and some of this episode was basically show her that she has a sex addiction. And I think right now, with her being so scared of Monet, that she done put herself in the light of somebody more dangerous than Monet. Because once Tariq zero ins on her, it's over. And even with her manipulating Lauren, now Lauren done realized when Tariq say something and Tariq told her, "You out of my life," based off the hesitation. Now Lauren feels played, and Lauren's family comes from money. So now we know Lauren may be the one to be like, she's sleeping with Zeke. She's supposed to be a professor. I just think Carrie's situation, it don't serve no purpose. I mean, if they decide to kill her off the show, it wouldn't matter at this point. If they decide to keep her on the show and basically run away with Zeke, I don't think Zeke's character, outside of him going to the NBA, plays a role going for further empowered in the Power universe.
They've made the professor very unlikable this season for me. You know what I mean? Um, it's weird. You don't see the Tate's brother or the other detective. Like you ain't see them at all this episode. Like I think that dude would be like all in Tariq's grill. Like yo,
You would think
oh
they
you
would be
may be
following
out.
Tariq around, like, let's get more evidence on this kid.
Right, right. But I know that the one dude kind of wanted the professor to get in trouble because he's still in love with her or whatever, and he know she's sleeping with Zeke or whatever like that. Again, you could nitpick certain things, as we all know. A big time college athlete that's potentially going to be going to the NBA draft ain't just going to be in the neighborhood park shooting hoops.
Shonda said they are setting the stage for Lauren to blow her relationship with Zeke out the water and lose her job. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
they are. But the thing is, now even with what's going on with Lauren, and y'all gotta excuse my cat. He's tripping tonight. Um,
He
where
wants some. He wants some airtime, man.
where
Give
is
him some
these murders
airtime.
gonna go? You know what I mean? Tariq knows that he has to do something with Kane. He know that he's gonna eventually may have to kill Kane because he
Right.
understands the danger that Kane poses to what he's trying to do. So can the murders could have won on the professor if the badge would have been in her personal thing?
Right.
Like Tariq had put that notebook in. Let's not forget that the notebook is in her office
Yep.
as well. So I don't know where they're gonna go with these murders. They could actually play these murders out until the next season. It just, but they're not.
They could.
But it's very interesting what they're gonna do going forward.
Yeah. The dynamic between Monet and now Reek and his
Anthony,
squad.
Anthony Price, when I put your comment up, you're gonna rile my partner up with that comment you just put. He said, hands down, Davis McLean is the best actor in the series. Well, I'm gonna tell you, Anthony Price, we vehemently disagree. The best actor in this series is Woody McLean, the
Oh yeah,
brother that plays Kane.
Kane.
Hands
Yeah,
down.
Woody McClay. Yeah,
Hands down.
yeah.
Hands down. I
Well,
I
y'all
do
know I'm a big Woody McClay fan from all of his previous work. Um, I just think he plays the hell out of the role of Kane, man. I think he do. Um, I mean, Meth doing a good job. Don't get me wrong. Another person that plays the hell out of their role. Let's be honest, Sax.
yeah.
Like, can't nobody else play that role like that man
Yeah.
play it.
Sax be
Sax.
all over the place. His
Yeah,
thought process, listen, he goes from asking Tariq, did you really kill the cop?
yeah.
To walking in on his prosecutor girlfriend and hearing Lauren talk. Sax can't hold water.
No.
But that's what makes his character so interesting because he's all over the place. He knows who Tariq is.
Hmm.
And he's not wrong. But when you think about Sax, Ghost, the original Ghost, Jamie, messed up Sax's whole head with messing with another
Yeah.
co-prosecutor, with being accused of killing Greg Knox, with messing up his whole job, and now he's tied in with his heir apparent, his son. So
Hmm.
Sax's character, even though I don't think he has a major purpose, I believe Sax's character may be tied with the Power series forever because he's always going to be around. Even with the Davis McLean angle with Redman with his brother, you could see where Davis McLean may not be in the show as much, but Sax will still have a purpose because at the end of the day, he wants to get Tariq. He wants
He
to
does.
prove to the world that Tariq is a little murderer.
He's still acting like he in his old. He is still acting like he in his old role, man. And
Yeah.
Davis McQueen was like, "Yo, you can't. No, you can't. You can never ask that again. Like, what are you doing?
I
Like,
still can't forget the time they tied him. Who was that tied him up? Was Tommy? Yeah, when Tommy tied him up to the chair. He's like, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. He's like, I'm not
yeah,
gonna kill you.
yeah."
I love that scene. I thought that scene,
So, we ain't going to just keep uh talking, but I gotta say this, man. We usually give ratings, And
What's your ratings 1 to 10 on this episode?
I'm giving this episode a 9.
Wow.
Giving it a 9, man.
Wow.
It kept my interest. I watched it 3 times. It kept my interest. I'm looking forward to the big showdown.
Don't trip,
Yeah,
I
they
said it.
did.
I haven't don't trip, I said it. I haven't seen you. Where you been? Don't trip, I said it. Don't think I forgot who you are. You are the young lady that's originally from Jamaica, Queens, right there where 50 Cent's grandmother grew up at. I have a very good memory and I remember faces and names very well. So where you been? I'm glad you joining us and happy new year, happy holidays and all that good stuff. I'm glad you're back. But yeah, Ghost and Tommy definitely had sex him done.
They did. But we headed for that. We headed for that collision course, man.
Okay, Anthony said they have something planned for Sax. I don't know how he's still alive. He screwed everybody. Don't trip. I said. Oh no, yeah. Sorry to hear
thank
about
goodness
that.
you over that.
Thank
sure.
goodness. I had a little
Thank
bout with
goodness.
that as well. A couple months ago, just fully getting back to about 99.9%. But can't complain. Definitely gives you a different perspective about health. Health is definitely our paramount thing. Hold on. Y'all comments is coming a little faster now. Shonda says 7.5. I'm ready for Lorenzo to go even more than Mary. I hated every second he was in the scene.
But listen,
Give
we headed
Lorenzo
for that.
some time.
But listen, we headed to those alphas going at it.
Yeah.
They're gonna go at it. It's gonna get physical between Lorenzo and the other dude. What's the other dude? Mecca? Is that his name?
It's gonna get serious. And one thing, Shonda, Lorenzo has been used to being in charge, even while he was away and Mary was making decisions. If you've seen his jail scenes, you remember his jail scenes, he always felt like he had the power.
Mhm.
So now coming home, he's trying to ascend. He's not even trying to figure out what's going on. He's trying to make shit happen. One of the things that he said that I think that they should consider is getting rid of that college thing because that could bring them heat, which is going to bring them heat, as we know,
Right.
and focusing on just Queens.
Right.
Anthony Price said an 8.
Good.
Nicole
Telling you,
said
man.
a 7. I was watching it for a second time. It was pretty good. Well, prayers. Don't stop. You said it. Don't trip. I said it. Prayers for your husband. May he
Yes, for
may he
sure.
get healthy and have a safe recovery.
For sure, man. We got to all stay safe out in here, man.
She said Mary is from the roughest projects in Yonkers, and they say she put the pause on Faith over Stevie J married. I don't understand why her gangster isn't natural. It's weird because
It's weird.
we those of us that are Mary fans, we know like from her music, from her conversation, and like Dwayne loved her in Mudbound. I loved her in Umbrella Academy. Mary can act,
Yes,
but
okay.
for
Trying to
some
tell you.
reason she doesn't come off very good in Power, and it irks us. The
Certain
audience.
scenes, though. Certain scenes. Like, she got some scenes that she's okay.
You give it a 7.
C7. Well, see,
Look,
me going.
our co-host just woke up.
Well, join the party. It's still time. We want to
He's
hear
not a
what you
good
got to
actor
say.
either. You team Mecca. Mary can get rid of Lorenzo. Diana can get rid of her. Then life can go on. I think that's a different dynamic though, Shonda, because if you watch it, Diana is a true daddy's girl. And I'm quite sure you understand that, young lady. So Diana is loyal, and even Kane, as messed up as he does, Kane is loyal to the family. He just makes decisions that don't consider about the consequences.
He don't like that the family only sees him as the enforcer, man. That's the muscle. That's what Kane's problem is, man. But like I said, I'm liking it a lot, man. And Tariq is about to make that turn.
Lorenzo should have known Zeke watches movies and stuff, but not ESPN First Take. Yeah, how you not know who Zeke?
Wait till you see his dumb face and his reaction, right?
So
Wait till you
Monet,
see
you
it.
my auntie, but you really saying you was my mother?
What you mean you my mama, auntie? What you mean?
Yeah,
His dumb
I
ass.
do think the Lorenzo character and
Keisha, bring your butt on, man. Tell us how you feel about it. Don't worry about us giving ratings. Come on.
The Lorenzo character, when they decided to bring him on and say he was going to be out of jail, I did think that they were going to show a better character development of Lorenzo and not with the big clothes. Because if y'all notice, he got the big clothes like he left 20 years ago and just came home, and because people wear clothes to fit now. I do think that them bringing Mecca in was a whole different wrench in the game. Like, where are they going with this?
This Joker Mecca
Like
gang.
Keisha said, and I know Keisha, if she don't join, she'll say it next week. Keisha really appreciates the fact that we're able to see Mary in the light where she's conflicted with what she wants to do with Mecca and her family. And like Dwayne said in the beginning of the show, she probably loves Lorenzo, but she's just not in love with him anymore. And Mecca excites her. I mean, that was her first baby daddy. That was her
We know
first
what
love.
happened.
And he bought
We know
that new
what
edition.
we know what happened on that Ferris wheel too. We don't gotta go back. Yeah, come on, Keisha. We need you. But
When they told Mary to get the chicken. Oh yeah, that was so disrespectful. But
yeah,
it's funny because Mary might have been playing the role of the wife who waited on everybody, the boys,
yeah,
back
yeah.
in the day. And then when Lorenzo left, she took on more of the leadership role. So now
Mhm.
he's coming home and thinking his wife is going to wait hand and foot on him and his friends. And he ordering her around. And even his friends is comfortable with asking her stuff. And she ain't
They
that
gotta get
woman no
rid of
more.
that. They gotta get rid of that dude from the original rival gang that be
The
hanging around with
GTG dude.
Kane.
Yeah.
He don't serve no
Lil Guap.
purpose, man.
Lil
He
Guap.
don't serve no purpose. Get his ass up out of there, man. Like
But
he, you know,
I'm gonna give my
he's
rating. I'm gonna give my rating, and I'm gonna honestly say, Dwayne gave it a 9. I'm gonna go a stretch further and give it a 9.5.
oh,
Um,
that's
it is
surprising. I'm
it is
shocked
my
by that.
highest rating that I have ever gave any show.
Yeah, it is.
Any episode. I think this episode was awesome. I think they knocked it out the park finally. I think that what Tariq did with telling and being honest with them about his vulnerability of not having nobody. I think he needed to do that for him as a character. I think now we're gonna see like it, and even Braden and Effie don't mind Tariq being the leader. They
They
just
want
don't
him to be
they just want Tariq to be honest.
right.
I think
This they crew now.
Tariq setting those boundaries with Lauren, I think was good for his character development because he was really stretched. They had little Tariq like a little player for a minute, and it was like, who's he gonna choose, who he's gonna be with, and I think
One
that was
thing,
good.
one thing that I'm tired of, I gotta be honest with you, is those college students.
Oh, that scene. Oh, I
Ah,
know you hate that stuff.
I just don't like any of the scenes with the college students in the back and forth in there with her and Tate. It's just they're throwaway scenes to me. I don't see where they add value to anything.
Hmm.
You know,
Well, one of the things that they do in
back
there is
with Cor- you right, you right. He
you
do
could
got those
kind of
backward
see
cornbread.
the foolishness in those scenes. Like Professor Melgreen is always throwing shots, and then Tate come in and switch the whole narrative.
Yeah,
Like they're supposed to be. At the end of the day, we know Tate is competitive and always wants to influence everything that he's about. You kind of could understand, like, y'all sitting here arguing, y'all two adults, two professionals, and y'all arguing in front of these college kids.
yeah,
And then the
don't make sense.
college kids, you think he'll get bail? No, he's
Yeah,
not going to get bail. He's a murderer.
oh
And
Susie acting like she's so scared now. If he
yeah,
comes back in
and then
class,
Dwayne, the
oh,
craziest thing is that he comes back on the campus, and you don't even show a scene with those kids. Nobody's surprised. Braden was surprised to see them, but like nobody else was surprised. So I find that to be interesting. we're not gonna keep the show long. I thought Keisha was gonna give us her rating.
Yeah,
She
come
probably
on,
didn't.
Keith. Give us a rating in the chat, at least, if you ain't gonna pop up. This public is waiting for you.
Yeah,
But yeah, you know, I'm glad because they gotta ramp it up. As we know, Force debuts on February
February
6th.
6th.
So that means what? This one got about what, 3 more weeks?
Yeah, it's funny, they're doing exactly what they wanted to do with the Powerverse, is from go to one season
Yep.
right to the next season, and they're accomplishing what they want to accomplish. I do think that Power Book Force is going to be very, very interesting. Um, you guys can give us your thoughts on what y'all think Power Book Force is going to be about, because I think that it's going to show a different light for Tommy, because he's like Kane. They used to be in muscle, so now they
Yeah.
have to be basically a leader of their crew.
Kane can't be in charge. He too volatile.
Even when Tommy was the leader of his crew in the original Power, it just seemed odd. He used to lose it with 2-Bit and what's the other
Yeah,
dude?
he ain't know how to run his crew.
Spanky.
Tommy ain't know how to run his crew. Say the word, Nicole. Say the word in the chat. That made up word that they use in the Power universe.
Oh, the
Nobody
distro.
calling around. Yeah, ain't nobody calling around.
Hey, don't trip. I said it. They don't use that word in Jamaican Queens, right? Don't the distro, because we never heard that word.
Oh no.
But anyway, we're not going to keep the show going much longer. Just to close it out, like I said, great show, Dwayne.
Yeah, man.
Great engagement in the chat.
Hey, listen, everybody stay safe, man. Protect yourself, whatever side of the fence you fall on this thing. But man, if you love somebody, man, tell them you love them. If you got some type of beef or angst going on with somebody, fix it before it gets too late, man. Life is short, it's precious, and we losing people every day, y'all. So just be kind. So
exactly, it's plug or connect. Yeah, we can relate.
yeah. Oh
With
damn,
that,
distro.
like Dwayne said, do the right thing. At the end of the day, everybody ain't everybody cups of tea, but that don't mean you walk around with the screw face on your face all
That's
day.
it.
With that, 50 Cent said Power Book 4. Yeah, he did say that. Everybody loved Tommy.
It's true.
So
Well, no. We ain't gonna wrap it up. We got some engagement in this chat. I want to know, what are y'all anticipating from Force? What are you looking forward to the most? Let us know in the chat, Anthony.
yeah,
What you looking for?
Dwayne and myself used to really like this show, Ballers. And one of
Yes.
the actors, as well as Marvin from Raising Canaan, these guys came from they were both in Ballers, Junior. And he's gonna be one of the guys in
Well, Junior was in Hightown.
yeah, Junior was in Hightown. They're gonna be Junior from Hightown season 1 is gonna be one of the guys in Power Book Force, as well as one of the actors from I can't
From
remember his
Ballers.
name, from Ballers and Sons of Anarchy. So
Yep.
they got Tommy a good cast. One of the things that I always liked about Power in general, all of the seasons, all of the series, their casting is very good. They
Really
don't
good.
they give a lot of actors that we are familiar with chances and opportunity and work. And at the end of the day, for those of us that love 50 Cent, this is a good thing that 50 Cent keeps people employed.
You think Keisha's son gonna be with him in Chicago?
You never know, because Jesse Williams played his father. So you never know if Jesse Williams may come and be a character, want to know who really killed his baby mother. So we never know how that's going to be. Yeah, Junior was messed up in Hightown.
He was,
we
man.
hope he got it together. We hope he's
But
not
I'm
the
gonna tell
same.
you, man, I'm like Orsito though. I love Junior, man. You just want him to get it together. He can never get it together, man. But Orsito is one of my favorite characters on TV, period. That's my man. We don't do Hightown reviews, unfortunately.
You can see Tommy being more powerful than Ghost. I don't really think Tommy is more powerful as Ghost. I think Tommy's more ruthless than Ghost.
He's gonna need a good right hand man, and I think the guy that's coming from Ballers, I think he's gonna be exactly that for Tommy in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Osito is the man.
Osito grows on you, and he definitely grew on you at that last scene when he got out of jail. When he told the cop, "You thought you was playing me? Think again." You know, so Osito going into season 3, and knowing that he's going to be directly dealing with the Connect in New York, we're going to find out who that Connect is probably. So, you like Osito's role? I think that we may see some things that's not just on the Cape, because the Cape is so small that I think that the plug with Osito is going to want to expand and not put himself and Osito in harm's way, because he's still being charged with the shooting.
Yep. But that's it, man. We think everybody in the chat, man. Again, have a good night, man, and stay safe, stay blessed, and be kind.
Yeah, y'all have a good week, and we'll see y'all next week. Remember, like, share, and subscribe is the best way to support the channel and help the channel grow. With that, you know, we're going to continue to watch the Power Universe until we ride this thing out. With that, have a good week.